The number should. Wow.
What's up,
You
guys? It's Carlos, from the host of your Just Fans podcast. I'm joined along with Rios. What's up, Rios? How's it going?
man, fuck your disclaimer.
Yeah, see, this is the reason why we have it, not just Nick. Next time, I'm just adding Rios on it too.
Hey,
Nick,
yeah,
how's it going, bud?
I'm good, man. That's the thing. It's like, how you gonna have a disclaimer for me? I've seen this guy cuss a few times, so drop a few fucking F-bombs and shit like that. So
We're just gonna make
as
the
I
SEC cry.
as I should. We're in the freest country on this planet. As we should, goddammit.
Yeah. Okay. Man, how's everybody doing? It's crazy. It's okay. So Rios, I know it's like super hot right now in Houston, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like
How
so like
how
is it my internet or y'all's internet? Something's glitching.
Something's glitching.
probably is.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, you're running.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
You're running on a
I guess
potato.
the- No, I think it's the internet here.
Oh no, I think it's Rios. Rios is glitching to me.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
He is. You're right. Rios is glitching.
He didn't pay his internet bill. Spending
That's
on
what it was.
instead.
Talking about the freest country. Can't even. Yeah, I see. It's
Well,
still glitching.
Yeah, he's still
There
glitching.
it is.
Okay, I
He's
thought it
still
was my
glitching.
internet because sometimes I should be doing that. So
I thought so too, because I'm in another country. So I'm over here thinking,
it's Rios. Rios said something about America, and somebody was like, "What did he just say?" Click.
hey, Rios was complimenting for our free country, and right now I'm getting better internet than he is in a
Man.
different country.
There it is. You're back. You're back. You
Get
good?
back, Rios. Yeah. All right. There you go. So, as I was saying, so Rios, I know it's really hot in Houston right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hotter than hell's outhouse.
Wow. Yeah. It's so right now it's winter over here on this part of South America. So
Oh, go to
it's
hell.
What's the temperature there? What is it there? Like they're winter.
right now it's like 48 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
This is what I think
everybody's
of
wearing
you, sir.
jackets.
That's still
Everybody's wearing
not bad.
jackets.
I would take 48 in the wintertime any day.
Well, but that's 48 degrees with actual like a cold front, with a cold breeze too. So you have to wear like your jacket and stuff like
Are you
that.
guys by
But
the
it's really
ocean?
nice.
Isn't Argentina?
It's by the coast. In the area where it's Buenos Aires is like the capital, but the closest thing is like the coast. But I mean, it's South America right here. So just the way that it shifted, it's the winter here. So their winter months, I think, go up until August. I think it's June through August or something. I can't remember what exactly it is, but I know it ends in August. And then while we have Christmas over there in the States, that's their summer here. So it's kind of like flipped around. So I get 2 winters, so I'm pretty happy with that this year.
Right, yeah.
Based on
Y'all's winter ain't even like I'm
It's
not.
not.
I mean, in Missouri, like it got to like negative Christmas Day. I think Christmas Eve, me and Johnny was doing a show together, and it was he woke up to like 45 in Florida, and I was like, dude, it was -7 here. So
yeah, that's
you
about
know,
right. We were like at 70 something this Christmas, right? Or close to 70 something, right?
It was in the 80s at one point. It'll vary. One week it'll be in the 80s, and next week it'll be a existential snowstorm. Like it's
Mhm.
man. You get bored, just
No,
wait 10 minutes, weather will change.
yeah, that's Missouri
it
for you,
is.
man.
Yeah. No, I was funny because I was looking at how like a lot of the different. So everybody here owns like a dog. Like there's dogs here. Like there's no like I haven't seen a stray dog here since I've been here in like the
That's because
last
they
5
eating them, Carlos.
Yeah. So it's crazy, dude. It's insane how I was trying to ignore that joke. so
Oh,
see,
that's
there it is. This
that's
is why we
Korea.
have a
My bad.
disclaimer.
That's Korea, not
Bro,
See,
Argentina.
that's
I'm
why we
sorry.
have the disclaimer, y'all. By the way,
This show we love animals.
This
We
man
support
is
their rights.
at Nick Bodkins. That's where you can send all your complaints at Bodkins_Nick. That's where you can send him a message, tell him how you feel. Anyway, so
I mean, it's true story though. I mean, in Korea they eat dog. I don't know about in Argentina. I've never been there, but I've been to Korea.
It's a delicacy.
I speak from experience. I ate dog in Korea. That wasn't pepperoni on that pizza. That was Toto.
Did you really?
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Okay.
Well, I was in the Navy.
No. Oh, okay. No, because you're not the first person that tells me that. I had a friend of ours.
No,
with them, right, Rios?
Which one?
I can't say the name right now. You know who? The guy that would yell at us, our coach.
Okay. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he told us a story about it too. That when he was over there, he ate dog, and he was like,
no, my dad told me the same story when he served in Vietnam, and
yeah. I mean, when I was in the Navy, we went up and down to Korea a bunch of times, and I don't remember what city. It might have been Donghae, Korea, I think. I mean, I don't know. When I was in the Navy, man, I was a drunken sailor like the rest of them, and it's
go on.
A lot of great memories I don't remember, and sometimes so yeah.
You said drunken, and then Rios' eyes perked up. Like,
yeah. Rios is about to go sign up for the Navy today.
Right now, tonight.
Then you're going to get back on the next show. Hey, where's Rios? Man, he's in Navy boot camp. Bodkins still get drunk in the Navy.
Bodkins is recommended by Bodkins.
Yeah. You go see him in the news. Drunken sailor takes over ship.
Hey, so for real, though, this is why I'm going to just tell you a quick story while we're on the topic, right? So
go for it.
That's how I joined the Navy. So I was 18 years old. Recruiter comes to my school, meets with me, and he says, "What do you want to do with your life?" And I said, "Man, I just want to fucking party." And I thought that would turn him away. He looked at me and he said, "We fucking do that, bro." I said, "For real?" He said, "Yeah, man. You just go to get to do it in all these different countries, and you fucking party all night, and you work 8-hour shift, and you fucking do it all over." I said, "Sign me up." That was it. That's the reason I joined the Navy. They were the first one to talk to me. I said, "I just want to fucking party." He said, "We fucking party." I said, "Okay, sign me up. I'm good."
Hey, if the armed forces are watching, recruit this man to be our recruit. I promise you. Recruits will be through the roof.
Yeah. I said that guy had to go back to the office, right? Like, now that I think about it, that guy went back to the office. Like, "Hey, did you get that kid?" "Yeah." "How? Did he? What do he want?" He just said he wanted to fucking party. "For real?"
Can you imagine that being on the reason why he joined it? He has to fill out the paper. He
fucking
wanted to party.
Quote, fucking party.
Yeah. I just looked him dead in his face. I said, "I just want to fucking party, bro." He said, "We do that." I said, "Okay, sign me up. I'm down."
And that's it. That's it.
And the rest was history.
Bodkins just passed out on on seashores and everything.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, but dude, it's crazy here. I really do like it. So it was this funny thing yesterday. So I asked people that live here, like, how's the crime here? Because we live in a city, so crime's like all over the place. And so,
sure, this is America. There is no crime. Shut the blasphemous mouth.
And so,
people take an opportunity, Rios. People take an opportunity.
And so I'm looking, and then as we're walking yesterday, because everybody walks here. It's like a mini New York, if you think about it. It's like a mini New York. Everybody's walking. From what you see on pictures or whatever, everybody's walking. And so
I hate that country even more now.
We saw this guy. I'm bringing you a Messi jersey, by the way. So
I will set it on fire live on air.
So he was chasing this guy that apparently had stolen his iPhone or something like that. And as soon as he yelled, "That guy stole my phone!" A bunch of people started corralling this dude. It was crazy. Everybody was after this dude after that guy just said.
Are they still celebrating the World Cup over there?
So apparently today there was one of their local teams, River Plate for soccer, just won their league championship. So right now that's what people are celebrating right now.
Is there a statue of Messi?
I'm sure that there will be soon, but it's Messi and Maradona all over the place.
Oh yeah, Maradona. I'm sure there's a huge.
It's Messi and Maradona all over.
He liked to fucking party.
Who, Messi or Maradona?
Maradona.
Yeah. Hey, that guy's done more coke than half the world.
Shit. They should put him in Scarface.
Remember
and
when
then
they
still go out and still go out and ball out in the soccer.
Right?
bro? So like when he went to like at the end towards like the end of his career, he went to go coach a team in Sinaloa, Mexico. I'm already
Yeah.
like, really? Like out of all the places, like, that's where you went to Sinaloa,
Sinaloa.
Mexico. Yeah. And so no, it's cool. Like we don't leave here until the 28th of July, so I'll be here for a minute. It's fun. I like it so far.
When do you
Food's
go
great.
back? When do you go back teaching? Like when does school start there?
Like late August.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
late
like,
August.
they passed a law here in Missouri. They can't start till after the third week in August.
Yeah.
Because
they
like,
didn't do that in Texas, but we start like around that time anyway.
Yeah, because the reason they passed is because people like the like travel people, like people who got like hotels and stuff. They're like, oh, it's hurting our businesses and things like that. Mm-hmm. So hospitality is
money over education.
Yeah, they're like, no, these kids can't go to school. We got
to worry.
Who, if the kids are in school, who's going to come ride our rides and things like that?
Exactly.
So you got to push it back a little bit. So they pushed it back.
Exactly.
What's going on, Mitch?
What up, Mitch?
What's going on, dude? And then we got Daniel Barry from Sports Salads. Yo, what's up, man? How's it going? Thanks for joining us today, man. But yeah, it's crazy. I like it. I can get used to it. So, we'll move one day, Rios. Don't worry.
Argentina. The Just fans going to come to Argentina. Like that's the new headquarters.
Look, I got a bone to pick with that country. They body shame me. How does an extra large fit me like a medium? How?
Oh, dude, yeah, that's right. No, I gotta tell you, that is absolutely right. We were trying to look at like shirts for me to buy here. I'm a regular 2X. I can fit an XL in America. Here, XL is a medium, American medium.
Oh shit!
So,
yeah.
So
they don't like
body
me. I'm 6'4", 260. I wear a 2X though, so I mean I can fit. I fit comfortably in 2X.
We would be considered quote unquote. The lady said special sizes. Funny thing, we were looking for a jersey.
I'm special, all right.
Yeah, for a jersey. I was looking for a jersey, and then how do you call it? The lady said, "Well, it's a three. It would be a 2XL as the largest I have." Okay, keep in mind the 2XL. I looked at it, and it's not American 2XL. It's like a large at the most. So I was like, "What do you have after 2XL?" And the lady jokingly said, "You may have to be born again, sir."
What do they do? So what's like that? Because like I feel like I'm a big guy, like 6'4" that's pretty tall. But I mean, what do they do for like? There's bigger people than me. I mean,
I've seen bigger people than me here.
Like you just need to be born again. Sorry, there's no clothes for you.
But still, like this is a medium, and this is a medium. This is an extra large in Argentina. Like
the guy's rocking a crop top. He's got.
That's how they do it here. No,
everybody's rocking crop tops down there, even in 40-degree weather.
Right?
No, they have stuff, but they just have to pay more for it, which is But like in most stores, they don't have. There's still ways to get it.
But mind you, like I'm 6'1", about 185, 189. Like, there's no way in hell I'm an extra large.
Ooh, that is tasty.
Yeah. Right. What are you drinking?
Show them the bottle. Show them the bottle.
Yeah, so it's 2 trees. Sea salted caramel. So it is. It's tasty.
Well, nice. I say so. When you take a sip, the pinky up. We're classy on this show.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you guys were classy.
Apparently, that's why we have to put a disclaimer when you're on.
Classy, not trashy.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, and so it's cool. I like the place here, but there's a lot of wine, dude. Like, cause there's a place Mendoza where there's like a big winery, almost like California over there, and in the States where it's the winery. So I'm bringing a few bottles of wine back.
What's like the authentic like food? I've never been to South America. I need to go there someday.
I do like wine actually. Bring me a bottle.
What?
I love wine. I've been to wine tastings. I got class.
I like how
Rio's been to wine tasting with his ex-girlfriend, so he needs
he brings him back.
Actually, we did. It was a pretty fun experience. Now, funny story. So the first time we went to one, I didn't know you're supposed to spit it out, so I kept drinking. I was freaking wasting after 20 minutes. They're like, "Sir, you're supposed to spit it out." I'm like, don't tell me what to do.
Rios is like,
He's like
"Nah, I
taking the
don't
whole
spit."
bottle. Sir, you're supposed to spit it. Nah, we're good.
Y'all said
Rios
taste it.
doesn't
I'm
spit.
tasting it. Yeah, I don't
Rios
spit.
doesn't spit, y'all. Rios
It's got an
doesn't
oaky afterbirth.
I can taste the grapes.
No, exactly. No, so it's really it's been fun. So yeah, so we had one of the things that they have like the cuts of meat here. That's like one of their specialties. So they take pride in that. So
Well, we know you're an
some
expert. You are an expert on meat.
hey, you're the one you're the expert in not spitting. Clearly, you're a swallower, sir. So
Hey, spitters or
yeah,
quitters.
and so yeah, it was really cool though. Like the food is good. The food has been pretty good, and they have a lot of like Venezuelan influences here too.
Okay.
So they have some Venezuelan food here as well. So which I'm used to with my girlfriend. So it's kind of fun. So they have a
Speaking
lot of
of
mixture stuff.
speaking of Venezuelans, Eduardo, eat a dick.
Oh yeah. For those of you who don't know, that's Poppy.
his real one of his 37
Is
names.
his contract just do like one show a month?
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
Look, he's an A we got from Wish, and we wish we didn't get him. So.
All right, so
Wherever he is, I hope a mosquito bites his eyelid.
So right now we're like at a standstill because we're at a point where there's really not many football updates. And, like there's only like baseball on right now, unless you're into other.
Yeah,
like,
I mean it is a absolute
it's like a dry spell.
dude.
The dog days of summer. Dog days of summer.
I'm a baseball guy, but like the Cubs, when your baseball team sucks like the Cubs, you guys at least got the Astros that are doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So the Cubs stink. So it's real nothing. And then and it's hard like when you host a sports show, and we're going 3 times a week now on the LTS show, and it is absolute tough because it's like, what do we talk like? I am so tired of talking about where does D-Hop go? Where does Dalvin Cook go? I don't really care anymore. Like, I'm so fucking over it, man. Like, I just signed to a team so we can talk about it and move on. Like, I mean, we got about 2 more weeks and training camp starts, and then you start breaking down divisions and things like that. But, man, I mean, NBA free agency is even dead, right? Like, I mean, we're just kind of waiting on where does Dame go? Where does James Harden go? And that's it, right? Like after that, it's a wrap. Sports is a wrap, my friend.
Speaking of James Harden, he put on this fat suit again. This guy's like the Nutty Professor, man. He goes from being skinny to fat in like in a week.
Well, he's trying to get fat right now because so that way, in case he's forced to stay in Philly, they'd be like, God, we don't want this fat sack of shit, and they'll trade him. So I mean, it worked out for. It did it in Houston.
He did in Houston.
know.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Everybody
he went from
boy.
Bro, the last image I have of James Harden was he was doing shoot-arounds. He looked like freaking he ate James Harden.
Hey, too many wins at the strip club.
That boy was a turkey leg hut every week.
Right. So what do you think? Like, why is he wanting to go to the Clippers? Is it just like it's checked out all the strip clubs and Philly was like, these strip clubs ain't shit, and I just want to go LA, and then somebody's like, I wouldn't say Kawhi because I don't think Kawhi's a strip club guy, but somebody on the Clippers, maybe PG, was like, hey, come out to LA.
Well, Paul George didn't marry a stripper, so I think he'll know the spots to hit up.
Yeah, so Paul George said, come out to LA. They win all the strip club spots, and then he's like, shit, I got to get up out of here, man. I got the strip clubs in LA are nice.
He's like, peace, guys.
Yeah, I got to get out of Philly. There ain't no good strip clubs in Philly.
As he eats a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
he's eating cheesesteaks in Philly.
Oh, cheesesteaks, yeah.
Cheesesteaks. Yeah, dude, it's a crazy. It's wild right now. It's quiet. It's hard for like content creators. Like, what do we talk about now? Yeah. What do we talk about?
What you do is you do what Sports Center, what ESPN and Get Up do, right? You just make up shit, like, and you make up weird lists, like, what are the top 20 NBA players who shoot left-handed, also crossover with their right, and can make a reverse layup or something crazy like that? Or you just make up weird things, weird stories to happen. What if James Harden shaved his beard off? What team would he want to play for? Like, you just make up crazy shit like that.
Easy, the New York Yankees.
Right. The Yankees.
Yeah.
That is the stupidest rule in all sports. You can't have a beard on this team. Like,
hey,
this is America.
Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. said it best, right? Like, hey, I wouldn't sign with the Yankees, even if they were the last team on baseball in the earth to offer me a team. Do you guys know the story why he said that?
No,
Actually, no. I was always curious about that.
So the reason he said that, so when his dad played, his dad, I think his dad was in Cincinnati or wherever his dad was, and he was in the dugout as a kid, and they come down. Somebody said, hey, we don't allow kids or family in the clubhouse. The Yankees do. And his dad said, hey, look over at third base. There was a kid, I don't know, remember the player it was, but his son the player of the Yankees' son was in the clubhouse. So Ken Griffey took that to heart. Him and his dad took that to heart, said, oh, okay, we got you. And as a petty person, I'm pretty petty. I respect that pettiness to be like, no, I'll never play there again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
yeah,
clubhouse when I was 10 years old because, they said they don't have family and kids down there, but they're on the other end. Sure enough.
it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Yeah.
So,
Hey, petty is my favorite color.
oh, me too, man. I'm very petty. I remember shit and I'm like, I got you, motherfuckers. Like, that's kind of how I am.
No, what's funny? I went on Twitter and I started looking. Sometimes I look to see like what the Yankees or what the Dodgers or what all these these teams that I don't like complain about or whatever. And so one of the things that I saw complain was, and it just came out with the Yankees, like they had. See, we have to make these stories sound good. And this is true though. They have a patch now for like I think it's like an insurance company.
Oh, I saw that.
And
They're losing their minds.
and the Yankees fans are like, oh, our previous owners should be rolling down. I can't remember his name. That's
George Steinbrenner.
George Steinbrenner.
Steinbrenner, yeah. He's like he's rolling in his grave right now. He would never allow that in the Yankees or whatever. Yeah. So they're like losing their minds.
Well, how do you think that's money? That's sponsorships. How do you think they paying Aaron Judge all that money, dumbasses? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. Come on.
Yeah, they're like nobody would ever. These aren't the Yankees. I know the Yankees are losing. It was just Like, look, don't get me wrong.
We only wear pinstripes.
Pinstripes and shaved.
We're clean shaven and pinstripes. If it ain't that, we don't want it here in New York.
And losing to the Astros year after year.
Hey,
the Yankee way.
I hate the Yankees, and I used to hate them a lot when I was a kid, just because they bought everybody.
They bought everybody,
right?
Throw the money out. And then back to the Navy, when I joined the Navy, there was this guy from New York, and I hated this. Made me just the most, because he's like, why they call it the World Series, son, when it's played in Brooklyn every year, son? Huh? Why they call it the World Series? It's played in Brooklyn every year, son. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I already hate the Yankees. Now I hate them even more because of you. Like, I mean, even Johnny Cruz, shout out Johnny Cruz, one of our
Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, he says the worst thing about the Yankees is the Yankee
fans.
Yeah. Even so, if a Yankee fan says the worst thing about the Yankees is the Yankee fans, I'm like, Johnny, I love you, man. You're 100% right. So
because he knows.
He knows. He's not one of them obnoxious Yankee fans, because I probably couldn't do a show with him if he was. So, so that's just he's realist, and that's what you got. I think you have to be, the older you get, you have to be more real. When I was a young, dumb kid, I was very much like, I would trash talk everybody's team. My team's the best. Not the Cubs, because they always sucked my whole life for the most part. But, the Packers were always pretty good, and I would always trash talk. And, and now I'm older, and I'm like, I don't even got time for that shit. Like, I don't even care. Like, I hope we win and this and that. But, but I don't. It's just I'm not gonna sit here and bash somebody else because they're their team or whatever. Because eventually it's gonna come around to me, and this year the Packers are gonna probably suck, and I'm prepared for it.
No,
Jordan Love era.
Yeah, it's all love in 23, baby.
Hey, so no, I agree with you 100%, dude. Like we have I can't stand Yankees fans, but the obnoxious ones, the one that just want to go off and just talk mess without anything. Like, don't get me wrong, even as an Astros fan, I am a realist also. The thing is, whenever we talk our mess, is because usually it's been directed at us, and obviously for obvious reasons. Right?
Well, I think you guys got. I mean, right, the trash can air, the trash can thing. Now you got to put up with that, and then you know what I mean. So last year, at least you got that redemption story a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? They hate us because they hate us. End of story.
Did you
Well,
say
it
they hate us because they're anus, or did you say they hate us?
They ain't us, sir.
They're anus?
That too. They are anus.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like whenever we get like I don't like whenever like the Astros like win or whatever, I'm not going off and just talking mess about the other team unless it's absolutely provoked. Like there was one last year when the Mariners fans were really going at it with us or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
It's still ongoing. It's still ongoing.
I look at back at like my old like Facebook post.
Yeah.
It was the year we won the Super Bowl, and the year after, I think we went like 15-1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, God, I was so fucking cringy. I would smack the shit out of myself right fucking now.
I think that's everybody.
Right? Yeah. You know, Muhammad Ali had a great quote once. He said, "If a man thinks the same way at 50 as he did 25, he wasted 25 years.
25 years. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's 1,001%. You mature and grow. Sometimes I think about what if I sat in a blunt circle with myself, my current self, my 20-year-old self, and 16-year-old self. I'd probably hate them, and they'd probably hate me. So it's all good.
Yeah.
They were like, "Who are you, old man? The future is now."
Yeah.
What's up, Eagles Uncensored?
AK, man, AK.
Yeah. What's funny is that remember Dave Chappelle did that on one of his episodes. Dave Chappelle at 18, Dave Chappelle at 24.
Yeah, that's
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
As you get older, it makes more and more fucking sense. Like, man, like I think me at 18 compared to me at 30, like, man, what the fuck was I thinking back then?
I think my 18-year-old self, 16-year-old self would be a little bit disappointed. Like we're not like famous or whatever. I think, but at the same time,
up with the boys.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think my 18 years old would be proud I'm still alive. Like, damn, we made it. We're still alive.
He would have been surprised.
You're alive. Do you have herpes, Rios? Nah. Shit. There's still a chance, baby.
Hey, there's a Bodkins bump.
Hey, yeah, there is, baby.
Bodkins bump. Yeah. No, man. You're right. It's like you have to grow. Yeah. If you have to grow, if you still think the same way you're 18, by the time you're like 34, 35. Nah, you wasted.
Yeah, and then when now we're at the age, I'm 36, so like I know by the time I'm 50, I'll mature a little bit more, even now than what I was, at that age, So it's just like,
Hey, here's hoping I hit the 50.
2 days later, no, sure.
2 days later. Rios is turning 50 tomorrow. As long as you don't get hit by a bus tomorrow, Rios, you'll be all right.
Like 2 days later, we get the news about Rios. On the third day, we're like, so we're looking for a new co-host, y'all.
All I gotta say is, don't put no damn wings on me. I don't want this shit.
He would have wanted it this way.
No. Photoshop me at a bar. Put me there. I don't want no angel wings behind me.
No, we're putting angel wings behind you. That's what No, anyway, so yeah, dude. So it's at that point, like I said, going back to what we're talking about. Like I don't go out of my way just to talk trash unless it's like Mariners fans or whatever fan base just completely win at it first.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Mariners and Rangers. They've experienced my villainy all month because they've talked too much, and I've enjoyed every second of it.
So
I'm the same way. I don't try to go out of my way to talk trash unless even on Twitter, I see somebody just bullying people or something like that. Like, and at that point, like you're just like, yo, somebody's got to slap this dude in the motherfucking face and bully the bully almost. Like, I'm not. You got to stand up for other people sometimes.
That bullying is shit.
My thing is, I don't start shit, but I will sure as fuck end it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'll start shit if I see somebody else again. Like, it's crazy that we're talking about this shit because like I've been in this Twitter fucking war for like 24 hours with this dude, and it's really I just went after him because I saw like just shit he was doing. It was just like bullying people and just like he would celebrate that they blocked him and this and that. And
that's dumb too. Yeah.
Yes, like okay, so like I waited, and then I was like, okay, I can't stand this shit, motherfucker. Like I'm gonna go after him now, and I know myself. Like I don't really like to text. I don't. So like Twitter's not really my game. because I just don't like to tweet shit. But like, if I got this motherfucker, if we did a show together and I could talk to this guy on the stick, I know myself. I know there's not just a lot of people who can spit. Like I can cut a promo in wrestling, right? Like I can cut a promo on somebody pretty fucking
Let
good.
me talk to you.
Yeah, let me talk to you. Yeah, as Sam would say in LA Night.
This is the American champ, baby. The American champ, baby. American champ.
Hey, I've cut a promo on Mr. To Bottom Lines, and we squashed our little beef. I hope.
This is the worst thing. This is the worst lines I've seen. Go Cowboys and go Rangers. Good.
Yeah.
So on this show, we don't like all stuff Oklahoma. Blocked. Just kidding.
Blocked.
I'm different. I'll never. I told Tanner. I said, Tanner, no matter what happens, put people's comments up there. Never block people. Never put them in timeout.
We won't.
Because I'll never block anybody on Twitter. I'll never block anybody off my show. Guess what? Because I'm a grown man. You can come at me, but guess what? I'm gonna come at you tenfold, and I might come at you even more. And if you come at me, I'm gonna put like I said, I'm petty, so I'm gonna hold that little nugget in my head every time. So yeah, I'm just that way.
My thing is, I'm from Alief. You can't hurt my feelings. I've heard worse, but
shit. Yeah, I've heard worse my whole life, right? My dad used to call me, stupid ass and fucking dumbass and everything else, So it nothing you say or can say to me hurts my feelings. Like I'm gonna sleep good tonight anyway.
We good, Nick. Nothing.
Exactly. I said we squashed. We had a little thing. I cut a little promo on him, and now it's good. We're good. Like I don't have no beef against him anymore. Like it is what it is.
There you go. That's what it's about.
That's how it is. You talk, you can talk your mess, whatever. You squash the beef, boom, that's it.
Yeah,
both sides are good. That's all that matters, man.
Well, back in the day before internet, and Alief, you had an issue with someone, fight, shake hands, and you don't be cool after that.
Yeah.
To provide context, Rio says the word Alief a lot. Alief is a neighborhood we grew up in. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, do you say aliens?
It's called It's called
aliens.
Alief, yeah. Alief, Texas, and it's in Houston. That's why
SWAT, baby. SWAT.
Yeah. All right.
But nonetheless,
713. That's what you guys. That right? Is that because I saw you guys posting that on Facebook?
Houston celebrates 713. It's just because that's one of the area codes here. It's the oldest area code here, I think, in the 40s.
It's been around since the early 1900s, basically.
No, it was instilled in 1947, which is 2 days, like a year away from Rios' birthday, and so
Rios' dad's the one that invented the 713 area code. Is what you're saying?
I did.
Rios was there for its inception. Yeah, no.
I was there in the lab with my purple Sprite mixing it up. What's a good area code? 713.
713 is a good one. Yeah,
713.
God's will, my hands.
Yeah, and that's what it is. That's all it is. It's just a celebration of like we just do it obviously because the other area code is 832. You can't celebrate that. You can't celebrate 281, and you can't celebrate 346. So obviously the other one you can celebrate is a
713. It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. What time is it in Argentina right now? By the way,
right now it is Rios. What time is it there in Houston?
8:45.
It's 10:45 over here.
So you guys are 2 hours ahead?
Correct. We're 2 hours ahead of Houston.
How I feel like it's been a while since I had geography, but I feel like if the East Coast is this hour, if New York's hour ahead, is Argentina? How's Argentina 2 hours out? 2 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Well, they're on the west coast of like the South America, basically. So they'd be like
the West Coast should be later, right?
America.
Huh?
We're on the east coast of South America.
Whatever.
Oh, the East Coast. So Rios fucked me up.
Yeah.
So you guys are further ahead than New York and shit.
Correct. We're in the future.
Future. Wow.
Ask me for your lottery numbers.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, Kenny, I played the lotto.
6969.
No, dude. But yeah, like I said, going back to that. See, we have to relate to sports. Like this is. I feel like we do this. We just did the same thing that ESPN does. Guys, you hear about the Yankees with the patch?
Yeah.
Every little thing
exactly
has to be relevant. And I get it now because it's like, yeah. What else do you do? You have to milk every little ounce.
So I just said before. I think right before we went on the show, I said LeBron James changed his number. I guarantee on get up on Monday, they'll have Greeny be like, so LeBron James changed his number. Is he now the greatest person to wear number 23 again? Let's list off top 10 games he had in his Laker uniform as number 6. And then that's
right.
you know what I mean? That's what'll happen.
So really quick, and then there's going to be a guy that pulls out some stats like, well, when he wore this number, this all happened.
You know
rebounds. He had
there's only 120
pointers.
There's only 123. It's the GOAT, Michael Jordan. They should retire the number across the league. Miami has that number retired. Miami,
they do.
And it's going to be league wide eventually. It's going to retire.
Speaking of the Heat, what do y'all's make? I don't know if you guys heard the comment Paul Pierce made. He said, with Dame Lillard, Miami won't get out of the first round. How the fuck, Dame? How the fuck do you think? Not Dame, but Paul. How the fuck do you think that? Because they made it to the NBA Finals without Dame Lillard, with just Jimmy really carrying this, Jimmy and Bam kind of carrying this group of unheralded players. And you don't think Dame Lillard, who averages 20, 30 points a game, is going to
make a difference, right?
Yeah.
Especially in that Heat culture where it's all about, busting your ass.
It's going to make them worse.
In the games.
It's going to make them worse. Dame Lillard's going to make the Miami Heat worse. I think Paul's he's just salty from the years that LeBron was there, but it doesn't make any sense to me. That's
when I lived in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Monday night at 4 p.m., bro.
4 p.m.
How far is Hawaii, like time zone wise?
Yeah. So like Japan's like that. When I lived in Japan, it's like you would have to watch the games like middle of the day, like noon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Well, when we face teams from the West Coast with the Astros or something like that. Well,
it's
even that 2-hour differential, it's like we start here like at 9, almost like at 9 p.m. Local time to make up for they're 2 hours behind us. So like
they're starting at like
the game at 7.
Yeah,
something like that. And so it's ridiculous.
The East Coast to me, I like the East, but the time zone is awful. You know what I mean? It's awful. Mm-hmm. They're not going to give up Bam. They're not going to give up Bam flow. They're looking at giving up Hero and about like 4 first-round picks or 3 first rounds, and they need another team to give them a 4th.
It's gonna be at least 3 teams.
On that. You got enough head on that. That is enough head that I've had in my entire life on that beer.
Yeah, so I put the glasses in the freezer, and it kind of makes the head expand a little bit.
Is that what happens?
Exactly.
It does.
Yeah. No. What was I gonna say? So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like you're again going back to that. You always try to milk every little piece of ESP of news that comes out, and so at this point,
well, the next story is gonna be. So, what are your thoughts on Jimmy Butler dating Shakira?
Is he really dating Shakira? Good for Jimmy,
right? Good Himmy. His name is Himmy now. That's it. Himmy.
I follow Jimmy Butler's
like Yimmy with a Y. Yimmy.
I follow his.
Well, here in America, it's with an H. Himmy. He's him at this point.
I love Jimmy. I follow this whole. I'm a Bull, like a semi quasi Bulls fan, like always kind of have been. So I've always followed him. And I remember when the Bulls drafted him, I was like, because Luol Deng was on the Bulls team. I was like, he could be Luol's replacement, right? Luol Deng's replacement, like just a hard-nosed defensive guy, good role player. I did not expect Jimmy Butler to be the dude that he is, but I'm also not surprised.
It's Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, right? I've said that. I think we've had this conversation.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me otherwise. That's Jordan's son.
He's a dog. He is an absolute dog.
Oof.
Yeah, I do like the later, like if you can live in Hawaii or California and you're waking up on Sunday and watching them games, just imagine you get to go to bed on Monday Night Football and you get to go to bed at a decent time, or you're not staying up till 1, 2 in the morning. I'm a big UFC fan, and the fights get over here sometimes at 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm like, God, how do people in the East Coast do this shit? All that stuff, man, because it's hard. It's hard for me, and I live in Central Time Zone here in Missouri.
Yeah, we do too. And I was like, man, I'm already sleepy. I mean, like, when's the main event, man? I'm tired.
Yeah, my wife, she loves watching the fights with me, and she has the best plan. I feel like what she does, she falls asleep. She watches like the first fight and maybe half of the second, falls asleep, wakes up every night. I swear, every time for the main event, like bam. She's like, "What I missed?" And then I fill her in, and then she's awake for the main event, and then goes back to sleep after the main. I'm like,
must be nice. I can't do that.
I know. I stay up for it all, man. I stay up for it all.
Because if I go to sleep, I'm not waking up till the next morning.
Me neither.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I missed it. I'll catch that shit in the morning.
Yeah. So, quick question, y'all. Let me change the subject a little bit here. What do we? Because I'm trying to keep it professional, right? Nah. Let's talk about a little bit about fantasy. So this season coming up, who are your top, let's say, 5 running backs that you would take in fantasy? Think about your top 5 running backs that you would take in fantasy. Okay, top 5 running backs that you take in fantasy. In order, you can make it from either list them from number 1 through number 5, or 5 through 1, whatever order.
Can I just list 5 guys?
Yeah, sure.
No specific order, just the 5 off the top of my head.
Okay.
CMC is definitely 1 for me.
Yeah, I think it's consensus number 1. Right?
Consensus number 1, right? But I would probably take a receiver before I take a running back.
Okay.
And if it's full PPR, half PPR, I'll probably take CMC. Full PPR, I'm probably not taking a running back first. But I'm taking CMC 1. I'm gonna say Nick Chubb.
Just 2. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shit. I'm done. That's it.
What about my guy behind you? You don't think he's gonna do anything?
I wouldn't take him top 5. I do like Dameon Pierce. You want those guys that do a little bit of both. I think Derrick Henry's still got to be maybe 5 or so. Let me pull up the rankings real quick. Let me pull up the rankings.
Sure.
Let me Rios, what about you? What you got?
Your top 5 running backs this season.
Yeah, I need a second. I haven't done my draft board yet.
Sure. No.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some right now. I'm gonna go. Yeah. So the top 5 that the score has on the website, they're ranking top 5. It go from number 5, Jonathan Taylor; number 4, Nick Chubb; number 3, Bijan Robinson; number 2, Austin Eckler; number 1, Christian McCaffrey. That's who they. Yeah.
So I like Eckler a lot. I would put him at 3. I like Nick Chubb. So if I had to rank them, I'm gonna say McCaffrey 1, Eckler 2, Chubb 3, Saquon 4, Derrick Henry 5. The reason I don't like Bijan because he's a rookie, so I'm a very much like, yeah, I'd like to prove it next year maybe, but we don't really know. Do I think they're going to run him a lot? Yes. JT, I think the Colts are absolutely going to stink. And they might be down a lot, and I'm not high on JT. We saw what he did last year. He was consensus number 1. He might have been one of the biggest busts.
Definitely.
As far as like consensus number 1.
Well,
so
they rank Dameon Pierce at number 23, so I'm discrediting their rankings now.
I would have him that low. So my top 5 would be CMC number 1. I'm going to go Bijan number 2. I think Atlanta, that whole offense is going to go through him because quarterback, it's gigantic question mark. Kyle Pitts, again, he's dependent on the quarterback. If the quarterback sucks, it's basically going to be, Bijan running the ball, Bijan catching the ball. Hell, he might throw the ball at this point.
Yeah, I would take Bijan probably in the second round if he fell to me, but I just don't. You just don't know, so it's hard to take a rookie. Remember 3 years ago, CAH was getting drafted in the first round, and now he's about to be out the fucking league. So
yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like it's. Do I think Atlanta, knowing Arthur Smith the way we do, loves to run the football? Yes, but at the same time, it's just like Atlanta's offense isn't like their offensive line's not great. That's why I'm not high on JT either, because like their offensive line used to be really good. Here lately, it's just not. Plus, they don't have any outside weapons. They don't have any outside weapons and a quarterback, so everybody can stack the box against JT, and then that's where you go.
Well, I have JT number 3. So the reason I have them, assuming it's a PPR league, they're going to have a lot of catches out of the backfield also. That's why I have Bijan at 2 and I have JT at 3, Eckler at 4, and Chubb at 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
Chubb's
thing for Chubb, I think he'll
Chubb's
get a little bit.
traditional running back.
Yeah, I think Chubb will get a little bit more in the passing game now that Kareem Hunt's gone.
He has to, because there's
Yeah.
nobody else behind him, really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Christian at first. Also, I think he's gonna be great in that. He's gonna continue being great in that 49ers offense. Eckler at 2. I'll agree with the score on that one. I don't think Bijan would be up there just yet because he's still a rookie. I think that one is. I don't see myself with that one. I see Jonathan Taylor at 3. At 4, I'm gonna put number 4. I'm gonna say Derrick Henry on this one because I think they're gonna run him to death this
They
season.
will.
So
They will. They will.
yeah. That's the only reason why I'm putting him at 4, just because they're gonna run him to death. And 5, I'm gonna put Saquon Barkley. That's what I'm gonna choose.
Yeah, I think Saquon. He hasn't signed his franchise tag, and he said, "I'm not trying to break the bank." How about Joe Mixon yesterday?
Taking less money.
Took his less money, right, to stay.
Yeah.
And the reason I said, like, you know why? Because Joe looked at the landscape. Shit, running backs ain't getting shit out here on the open market. I'd have to take an injury, so I'll take less. Stay in Cincinnati and try to catch a ring. Like, he's smart.
Yeah. Stay with the winner, get guaranteed money. Hey, you know, I'm with a contender. I've been here.
It's a bad time to be a running back, kids. Like,
it is. It's a bad
teams.
time.
Teams will be like, we'll just get somebody cheaper and better. Like, that's maybe not better, but we'll get somebody cheaper. You know, that's why Dalvin Cook's really kind of still out in the market. You know, because shit, we'll get somebody cheaper. The days of where you're running back is one of the going to be one of the lowest paid guys for now on, because we'll just get somebody younger. We'll get somebody younger. Well, like, that's the thing. Unless you're real special like Derrick Henry, the Titans are like, we got to pay this guy. He's our whole offense, you know. So, like, it's but very few running backs are going to get paid. Look at the Cowboys, right? They paid Zeke all that money, and 2 years later they had to cut his ass.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
I think that's what Saquon's hoping. Saquon's like, I'm special too, but like, bro, you're not the whole offense like Derrick Henry is for the Titans. Like, you're not a 2,000 yard.
Once to Flo's point here, once he hits the 30-year mark, your age 30, that's really when running backs really take a nosedive.
They take
some wide receivers kind of take that last little bit nosedive. This depends on them.
So you're telling me that DeAndre Hopkins is no longer a wide receiver 1?
No, my name's not Mr. First Down. My name's not Mr. First Down.
Mr. Turnover on downs. Yeah. Turnover on downs.
Mr. Fourth Down. Mr. Fourth Down. Well, he loves when you call him Mr. Fourth Down, by the way. So keep it up.
Oh, okay. Mr. Fourth Down.
Mr. Fourth Down.
Oh, man. Yeah, Sam. There you go.
Mr. Turnover on downs.
Mr. Turnover on downs. Yeah, I do love him. He's a great guy. He really is.
Oh, Sam. Oh, of course. He's a great guy. He's a great dude.
He's our slump buster.
He's your slump buster.
He makes our show look better.
No, he can't make your show look better. That's for sure.
He gives us a confidence to make our show look better. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
No, man. So honestly, it's I don't know. Who said this, Mr. 3 and Out?
Mr. 3 and Out.
There you go.
Sam, if you're watching this, Mr. 3 and Out.
He's still watching Cincinnati. Yeah, I had to correct Sam. So Sam puts on Twitter, can't wait to watch Ella Dela Cruz pitch today. I said, Sam, Ella Dela Cruz ain't a fucking pitcher, bro.
Hey man, my dude's learning the ropes, all right? He's learning the ropes.
He is. We got him into basketball now, so that's all that matters.
We did.
They still haven't got me into basketball yet. I'm trying.
Yeah, we got Sam in. Sam, I said, we started talking to NBA. He announced that he is now officially an NBA fan. He's a fan of the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
Pacers. So,
yeah. You know what's funny? Like, we're gonna have one show where it's just me and Sam talking basketball. I'll see how that goes. Get all the names wrong, positions wrong.
Why are you not an NBA fan?
So I tried.
Are you not like a basketball guy in general, or what's?
No. So I used to in the late '90s, obviously, because I had Jordan and Dennis Rodman and all these guys that I can think of just like I was watching them and I was like, great, I love, I like this. And then with the Rockets too, because I was watching guys like like Steve Francis play, Yao Ming, like T Mac, like you name it.
Yeah, you guys had some good ball players,
Yeah,
man.
we had some good players. And
Before
then
that, the
after a while,
Dream, Drexler, you guys were winning
right.
championships when Rios
Yeah,
was in his 30s.
Yeah.
Rios was in his 30s,
Hey, we went back to back.
Yeah.
And so I used to watch it. I could tell you a lot of things about it, but now, for some reason, after that, I just kind of fell out of love with the game. I just felt like a lot of people. It just felt like it was very prima donna-ish. And I can't say anything because I watch soccer, and that's what soccer is. It's very prima donna-ish. But for some reason, when it came to basketball, I guess when I started seeing dudes flop in basketball, like I see it in soccer already. Like I guess I kind of fell out of it for a little bit, and then I don't know. I just kind of felt like
it's madness
the
for it.
fourth
It still
quarter,
goes on.
right? And then the fourth quarter, like it just kind of had. I'm not a fan still to this day of how long they prolonged the fourth quarter. Like,
I
hate it.
Yeah.
And I think those are just things that just kind of turned me off from it. And I'm not criticizing, it is what it is. But now I'm like, now that the Rockets have this young team coming up, there's a chance that I might give it a shot again. But
so I tell people,
that's what turned me off.
Yeah, I'm with you. I get it. So basketball is probably my favorite sport to play because I'm actually like halfway decent at it. Just you see, you're a 6'4" post player, so like I played in high school and shit. So I was halfway. I'm pretty good at it. Like not great, but I was pretty decent. I feel like, and so like basketball is my favorite sport to play. But man, you're exactly right. Like it is drag on the NBA game. I love watching college ball. I hate to but like the NBA is just so, and I've kind of like. I get into it in the playoffs. I don't know how people watch 82 games of that shit. I used to be a diehard Bulls fan. So I was big when Jordan was like the very first,
right. Same.
Probably my very first athlete that I was like, oh shit, this guy's special. And then like right. But like Jordan, so I was into the Bulls. And then I was really into him again. When like Derrick Rose, Joe Kim Noah, man, I love Joe. Like Joe Kim Noah is just one of those dudes. I just love the way he played and the passion. Jimmy, same way, reminds me, when he was on our team, and still to this day reminds just that passion, that heart. But like since the Bulls suck, it's just like, man, I don't even really like the NBA all that much. So like I'm still a Bulls fan, but I was also like I was a big Tim Duncan guy, especially when I was in high school, because that's what I modeled my game after. I was like, man, I just want to be fundamental. I just want to, go about my business. I don't really, and just be fundamentally sound. That's why I always wanted to be him. Wore 21 because of Tim Duncan. Right. So, and nowadays I'm just like, I like the Bulls a little bit. It's like, but I just don't really care either. So it's like, man, I'll watch when they play start.
I used to like Dennis Rodman trolling people and just the fights. Like one of the games that I saw live that I saw like when I was watching NBA was when I think it was Iverson when he beat up the crowd or something like that.
Yeah,
that was not Iverson, sir.
You're talking about the Malice at the Palace.
Thank you,
Ron Artest.
You're right.
You're talking about the Malice at the Palace.
Yeah, that was the greatest event I've ever seen on TV, bro.
I did too. I really liked it. Sorry, I said I gave the wrong name because it
was Ron Artest, Steven Jackson, and Jermaine O'Neal.
Man. Yeah. God, I remember watching it live. Like, where's Ron going? Oh no, he's in the stands. Oh no.
The crazy thing is, he punched the wrong guy. The guy
he did. He punched the wrong guy. That's right. He
Yeah.
punched the wrong guy. I heard about that. I I was like,
great. There's a good documentary on Netflix actually about
it. It goes into big detail about it.
They tried
on the video.
They tried to charge those guys. I think Detroit police.
Mm-hmm.
So
it says, I like the NBA. I like the MLB only after All-Star break on the playoffs.
I think so. The NBA, I think, needs to shorten its season. I think 82 games is way too much.
What's up, Tino? Yeah.
I would like to start. Don't start till Christmas. And now they got this dumbass tournament.
In-season tournament. Participation trophy at its finest.
Who gives a flying fuck about that, right? Like,
right?
Even the players got to think, like, who gives a shit? Like, what are you going to do? Like, okay, so let's say for this instant, right? Like, this year, let's just say the Nuggets are the NBA Finals champion. They're like, we're the NBA Finals champion. And whoever won that tournament, we're like, oh, yeah, well, we're the
season tournament champions.
Yeah, and they had Richard Jefferson on there. Like, guess what? 4 teams will go to Las Vegas. That's right, guys. A free trip to Las Vegas. I'm like, yeah. Motherfucker Rich, these guys are going to Vegas every day they want. Like they're billionaires. Like, shut up. They don't care about that.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? The in-season tournament? That reminds me of soccer. Because they have the FA Cup and European soccer. FA Cup, they have the regular season one. They have the Champions League. They have their like the Premier League
so
one.
Dumb.
It sounds like soccer. It just sounds
it is.
They're trying to go the soccer way of getting another trophy. So it almost like, okay, we're
dilutes it almost.
Okay.
So well, the thing of it would be is if, like hey, the winner of this cup is guaranteed at least the 8th spot in the NBA Finals. Like you're like, then that would be some intriguing, right? Like, oh shit. Like it don't matter if what happens the rest of the year, but if they got that November trophy, like just say like a shit team, like I'm thinking the Detroit Pistons.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like Detroit Pistons or the Magic or somebody like that. Like 2 shit teams. And they got that trophy, and they're like, shit, at least we got them. We're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. You know what I mean? That would be different. Like, that would be different. But
we can play like crap the entire season, but we still got our trophy.
Guaranteed,
yeah. We're in the playoffs, at least, no matter what happens. So, like, that would be different. You know,
do you think that would make it to where, like, you know how in baseball sometimes you have to sit out guys because there's so many games, you're like, just to prevent a little bit of injury.
Well, it's supposed to be all part of the 82 games. So, like, that's what I was saying. Like, they should
right now it is. I can guarantee you they're eventually going to expand the number of games.
Well, at that point in time, if you win that game, if you win that little tournament, you should be into the playoffs, right? It's like like soccer, right? Like you either regulated or deregulated, right? Like you can get regulated out. So why not do that? Make the G League part of that tournament. You know what I mean? And then if an NBA team gets regulated out, the G League, if they win the fucking tournament, gets fucking in or some shit. You know, I don't fucking know. Just like if we're gonna do dumb shit, that's just the thing. I don't like it. And then that's
what you're saying, Bodkins. That's what you're saying right there.
Yeah,
because it's fun. It's basically a participation trophy. Oh, cool! We're in-season tournament champions. Who gives a fuck? Like,
what is that? What did you get out of it? I guess so. The players are supposed to get like 200,000. What's LeBron James? LeBron James is supposed to care about 200,000. You know, Jay-Z said, "Fuck." What's a million? What's a million to a billion? Right to a billionaire. Exactly. My point exactly. Like that shit's dumb. Get it out. Cut the season down. Start at Christmas because nobody cares about the NBA right until really Christmas because we're all focused on the NFL. So cut it down. Do Christmas, and then you run your season there, and it's about 70 or 60 games, and that's a little bit more satisfying. Sometimes less is better. The NFL, I don't even like 17. So the 16 game season was perfect, and then that's less. Like baseball, same way. Do we really need 162 fucking games? Like, no, let's condense that shit down and let's go.
Dodgers fans would agree with you 100%.
100%.
Less is better.
They want 60 game seasons. So that's the only time they can actually do anything of worth.
Sometimes as a Cub fan, I want 60 game seasons because we're good for about the first month and a half, and then we take the old June swoon, and then it's over.
Yeah, man. All right. Hey, Nick, I'm about to go, but I want to thank you for, swinging by the show today. I was looking for a guest, and I was like, hey, just throw it out there, and then you came in and you saved us. Appreciate it.
You guys need the Bodkins bump every once in a while, baby.
That's right. Rios is very aware of the Bodkins bump.
You guys know I always appreciate you guys. You guys are probably some of my favorite people that are on the Let's Talk Sports Network or people I've worked with, and I enjoy both of you guys. I enjoy this you guys is what you guys got going on. I feel like and I don't mean to like talk shit about things, but like I feel like our LTS show that we have is pretty fucking good.
It is. You guys do a great job there too.
And I was like, man, there's people like I'm like, hey, these people compared to what we're doing, and I feel like you guys are just as good, if not, right where people on this network that are like, I'm like, hey, like I look at you guys as equal. There's some people I'm like, what the fuck are we like? What the fuck are they doing? This shit fucking is awful. But you guys, I don't say that shit because I'm like, I respect you guys because you guys are doing good shit over here on the Just Fans podcast. And anytime you guys want me to come on, I'm always down, man. Like I enjoy it,
man. Appreciate you.
I really do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I enjoy you guys. We have good banter, and you guys are a pleasure, man. I really do, man.
No, man, I appreciate you. We love having you here too. We've been lucky to have, like you said, friends at the Let's Talk Sport Network and everywhere, really. Alan the other day, like I was out one of the weekends, and so was Poppy. Alan called off of work just to show up for us. Like that to me, that meant the world. I was like,
that's love right there, man.
Anywhere.
Yeah, Alan's a good dude. Alan's a good dude. Yeah, and so that to me was amazing. But regardless, thank you, Nick, seriously for coming. I wish you like success on y'all's show. Y'all are great at what y'all do. Keep it up. And again, thank you for coming, man. You can check that out, and you can check out Bodkins and the Fanatics at Let Talk Sport. And that's the Twitter handle. Follow Dan the Man and Let Talk Sports. And Dan's a legend, also, man. Like
Dan's a legend.
Like let's be honest, man. Like when people, I will always stand up for Dan. Before we get out of here, if you don't mind for a second, like
go ahead, man.
Like Dan, like this dude is like when everybody else in life, like we've been given, like we've all overcome certain things, I'm sure, right, in life. Like, but Dan was like born into a shit situation, like just that's just not like it is. It really is. Like, and then he's overcome a little bit of that, and it's still like we're talking a guy who's like confined and this and that, and can't leave his house even now. But he has built this network, and he's never put anybody down. He has built this something special when he could have just been like, "This is my life," fuck it, like and done a pity party, right? Like done a pity party, but he's built something special here and something beautiful, and he's molded it into something great for like. And I always tell him, man, I was like, this shit don't happen. Like me and you, us three talking today, don't happen.
We would have never met.
Harris, right? No, it never happens. We wouldn't have met. Right, so it doesn't happen. Like the success of a little bit of success I've had in this year I've been doing podcasting doesn't happen without Dan Harris. Like, so I'm always creditable to Dan, and I'll never let anybody talk shit about him. Like I will always do that for him because like the man is something. He's a saint. We should all be more like Dan Harris, is what I always say.
Exactly. So, no, I agree. He's an inspiration to a lot of people. Again, like you said, well, he could have been open and running home. He didn't. He built himself a community. Because of him, a lot of us know each other. His connections, his network, and
he believes in
becoming
us.
a family.
Like a lot of us we didn't believe in ourselves. He believed in us.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like I started doing the shit like my podcast from like just like my phone. I just doing like a weekly wrap up, and I was like, just kind of for my own fun, and like I probably quit that after. I don't know, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, just because I'm like, this shit ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not enjoying. Like, I get bored easily, and then I run into this. I just some weird tweet. I don't even think I was following Dan. And it's just like anybody. Hey, I'm looking for some people that like talk sports. I was like, shit, man. Well, that's what I do my whole life. Like, and I went on this like collab show, and I ran into Tanner was on that show, and that's how I met Tanner. And me and Dan was like, he liked what I said, and he started putting me out there a little bit more. Did some shit with Tanner, and he's like, hey man, like let's do this fucking show together. We did Buffoon and Bodkins for a year, and now we're doing this LTS show. So it's just like that shit, like right there is like, I'm like that. None of this happens without Dan, and I'm always grateful for him. So I always
I agree.
I
agree. No, thank you. Yeah, Dan the Man. If you're watching us now, God, I hope you're not. Appreciate you.
Hopefully he's sleeping. It's fucking like it's weird because he's in Europe and then like he'll text me at like weird times. I'm like, fuck Dan, what time is it over there? Because like it's late here, so I know it's got to be early in the morning over there or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, thanks to Dan the Man. He's been amazing, great help, and he believed in us, took it, gave us a platform, and now we do a lot of things to him. We met a lot of people. We met you. We met Mr. First Down. We met
Yeah.
all of these people, and that's something that I can really never thank Dan for, because I could never finish thanking Dan for that.
Yeah,
that's just an
I'm the same
amazing
way.
thing.
Those are the people that are grateful for him and this
yeah.
network, so.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, that's going to be our show for today. Thank you again, Nick, for everything again.
Always,
Shout
brother.
out to @Let Talk Sport, along with our partners at Sideline Sports as well. Follow them up at Sideline Sport 1. Also want to give a big shout out to our boys at the Hardcore Sports Network, Mitch Kopsky, follow them at Hardcore Sports _. Thank you guys for all that you do for us, for allowing us to be also part of your network. We appreciate it. Big shout out to Mr. First Down. We love you, Sam. At Mr. First Down, thank you for being a great friend, bud. You are amazing. Appreciate you for everything that you do.
Sam's got the softest heart I ever met.
Right? Like, he's a big teddy bear. He's a big teddy bear.
He is. I love him.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, again, appreciate you, Nick, for coming.
We know you love him, Rios, because he's your slump buster.
Yes, my favorite one.
He makes me feel comfortable. He makes me feel confident. All right,
hey, always, anytime, you guys. Anytime. You guys know I love y'all for real.
No problem. You too,
appreciate it, brother.
Peace out, man.
Always.